wrong with you, you sick bastard?
When you drafted Lonzo on draft night, when the Lakers did that, you drafted LaVonzo. You drafted the big baller brand, baby. Yeah. Whatever the fuck that shit is. Big baller.
$500 for a pair of sneakers.
Oh my God. That's got an F rating from the Better Business Bureau. Are you fucking with me?
Really?
Yeah. But you now have to start asking yourself, what is the effect that it's going to have on the Lakers? There has been a suggestion by a number of different people. Should the Lakers actually trade Lonzo just to get Lavar out of the building? It's an interesting thought. It really is. Now, you have to take into consideration that through the first 25 games, Lonzo looked like poop. I mean, he literally looked like hot poop. But since then, he's kind of gotten his game together a little bit to where it's gotten serviceable. You know, pulled some double-digit games together. His assist rate is up. His rebound rate is up. I think he's averaging about 10.5, 11 points a game, averaging 7 and 7 on the other ends. So his numbers are at least there, and the Lakers are 0 and 8 when he's not in the lineup.
Yeah, but he keeps getting dinged now. Isn't he out for like a sore knee now? And he's had a shoulder issue. And I think it's funny how LaVar compared him to Curry, which I don't see that at all with that ugly-ass jump shot of his.
No.
I think he's more of a Westbrook, in my opinion, because he can rebound, he can pass, and he can, at some point he can probably score. He's got the hops.
That is another horrible comparison because Westbrook can also fucking shoot. Westbrook's got a pretty fucking touch. No, I'll tell you who he is. He's Jason fucking Kidd. Jason Kidd, on an average night, gives you 14, 15 points. I think Jason Kidd, his stat line reads about a 15, 8, and 8. He was a triple-double machine, but if you really pulled his averages together, he probably wasn't more than about 15 points a game.
Yeah, something like that.
And that is not going to be much more than what Lonzo gives you.
I know later in his career, though, he was a hell of a three-point shooter, and I think he ended up somewhere in the top 5 all-time of three-pointers made. So,
and that is not going to be anywhere where Lonzo is going to be.
He could shoot at some point. He could figure it out, but I don't know what Lonzo's going to be. It's like he's an aberration or something. I can't figure it out yet.
Is it worth having Lonzo, where he is at his current stage of his progression, to also have Lavar? Because Lavar is a pain in the ass. He's constantly mouthing off about the organization. He's constantly mouthing off about Luke Walton. He's putting undue pressure on Luke, where the rest of the players love playing for Luke. But for some reason, Lavar hates his guts. Doesn't seem to think that he can coach his boy. I think secretly, maybe even not so secretly, he's trying to suggest that maybe he can coach the Lakers. God fucking help us.
Oh, that would be scary as hell.
I would love to think that I have enough confidence in my Magic Johnson that he wouldn't be that fucking dumb. And also would love to think that I have enough confidence in my Jeannie Buss that if Magic Johnson was that fucking dumb, she would fire him before that contract was ever signed. You're going to do what, Magic?
Yeah, I can't see any way on God's green earth that would happen.
No, none whatsoever. But is this going to create fan pressure? Does Lavar pressure turn into fan pressure, which turns into organizational pressure, which ultimately leads to Luke being pushed out the door? Because I would hate that. Because I think Luke could be one of those good young coaches that could turn into something special. I truly do believe that. Mm-hmm. He comes from good ilk. He came from a great system under Steve Kerr. His philosophy is on point. He knows what he wants to do with that team. He also knows that right now, he doesn't have the guys to execute.
He doesn't have the horses right now.
No, he wants a team that he could push the floor with. He needs defensive-minded players, which he only has one, and that's Kyle Kuzma, who, by the way, is the steal of the fucking draft. And you know that's got to burn Lavar's ass, knowing that his son was the number 2 pick, but Kyle Kuzma's showing his dumb ass up.
Yeah, when at the Staples Center, they're chanting Kuzma. It's like...
Oh, I love that. Oh, motherfucker, I love that.
Yeah, totally.
That is so fucking cool. It really is. The Lakers have some serious decisions to make when it comes to Lavar. Because they can't continue to let this happen. Because what's going to happen if they do succumb to the pressure and they get rid of Luke? They bring in the next coach. And that next coach doesn't live up to Lavar's expectations. Do they continue this, revolving door, just trying to keep this guy from mouthing off to the fucking media about him?
I don't think anything will make him happy, though.
I don't either.
The youngest one, didn't he get the coach hired at Chino Hills that he wanted?
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't running the scheme that he wanted. So he pulled LaMelo out of there, and now they're playing in Lithuania.
Yeah.
I mean, just because the coach wouldn't run what he wanted him to. It's like, I don't get, who is this guy? He's no coach.
No.
He was a 2-point-a-game guy in college.
Yeah, and what's even worse about it is he thinks he has clout. He thinks that he's got business cachet. And I'm sorry, but if you pull Lonzo out of Los Angeles, if the Lakers were to say, you know what, the headache is not worth it, the risk is not worth the reward, the entire Big Baller brand would damn near die not being in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, it's what's keeping that thing alive. Mm-hmm. The Big Baller brand is reliant on that media market.
Yeah.
If he were to somehow get traded to New Orleans or Milwaukee or one of these other smaller markets, Detroit.
Yeah, trade him for Anthony Davis or the Freak or something.
Exactly.
I'd be down for that in a heartbeat.
Well, yeah, you would, but he's not worth Anthony Davis.
No,
or
you'd
the
have to
Freak.
throw in some other pieces, but hell, if he landed either one of them, jeez.
Yeah, exactly. But if you sent him to one of those media markets, Big Baller would pretty much go belly up.
That would be fine with me.
Yeah, big belly up.
I'm not buying their $500 shoes.
No, who does?
Hell, I got a hard time spending $100 on a pair of LeBrons.
Yeah, and LeBrons are good shoes.
Yeah, I sure as hell ain't spending $5 on some BBBs.
I want to spend $125 on a pair of Kobe's, but I just can't see myself pulling that wallet out of the pocket and ripping that money out of my wallet and saying, here, take my money. I'm only going to run these shoes into the fucking ground.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Or just take them, wear them a couple of times and have them sit in my closet just so I can look at them, watch them shine at me. You know, watch my shoes smile at me. You know, kind of like you do with your closet full of fucking shoes. I don't fucking get that shit at all. You have more shoes. Yeah, I know you wear them, but you have more shoes than most women I know. I mean, you have more tennis shoes than most women have pumps. And I look at that and go, wow, that is crazy to me.
Yeah, I got a problem, kind of.
Yeah, it is kind of an obsession with you. But Magic's got a problem on his hands. He really does. Because if he's a bust, then people are going to be like, man, you just succumbed to the pressure, man. You didn't have to get him. You could have gone after someone else. But if he turned out to be that star and he went somewhere else, man, you had the hometown kid in your hand and he was the number 2 pick and Ben Simmons wasn't going to you.
Catch 22.
Yeah.
Damn if you do and damn if you don't.
Yeah. But the thing is, Magic Johnson has to be very careful about how he handles this. Oh my God, he has to be very careful about this. Because if he fucks up this situation even in the slightest, this thing is a fucking grenade.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, seriously, this is a fucking landmine. You step on this thing and you come off of it wrong, everything is going to fucking blow up. And I do mean everything. So this is all on Magic. Magic's got to figure out what to do about LaVonzo. Because you don't get Lonzo without Lavar. So therefore, you got LaVonzo. And it's not going away anytime soon. You either trade him or you figure out a way to survive with it. Because this, as it stands right now, it's not working. It's not working even in the slightest because all this guy is right now is a distraction. And he's painted a big old target on his son's back. That's what just drives me nuts about this. I can't wrap my head around why Lonzo doesn't sit his dad down and say, dude, shut the fuck up. You were making this shit hard on me. I got my locker room looking at me like I'm crazy. I got the media looking at me like I'm crazy. I've got Magic looking at me like I'm crazy. I've got Genie looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah. I got my coach looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. I got every player in the league looking at me like I'm fucking crazy when they're not trying to take my goddamn head off. And that is happening because you won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Close your pie hole, Dad.
Exactly. Is he going to do that? No, because all he does is talk about the Big Baller brand, baby. Big Baller. Yeah.
Go sell that shit in Lithuania. Isn't that where he's been for the last week or two? And we haven't heard nothing from him, right?
It's been so fucking quiet.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Oh my God. It's like a fucking vacation.
Yeah,
it really
stay over
is.
there with your other two.
Yeah. If all we can do is get him to go vacation with Trump over there, man, oh my God, it'd be so awesome. We wouldn't hear shit. No Twitter, nothing on the news, nobody following anybody around. Nobody goes to fucking Lithuania. Even after a while, the media will pull themselves out of there and go, man, fuck this. I'm going home. I want regular fucking food.
God, you could pull up a map and I probably couldn't find Lithuania.
No, not even a chance. So you've got Lavar, LaMelo, LiAngelo in Lithuania, while Lonzo is with the Lakers.
That's a lot of L's. I'm going to need more W's.
Yeah.